Hello everyone, my name is Sam and I'm from Appster. Today I'm joined by Paul, who just went through a rapid concept workshop here at Appster, and we just want to talk a little bit about the experience. Hi Paul.
Hi Sam.
Thank you for joining us. So as I mentioned, you just completed a rapid concept workshop. How was it?
Great experience. I personally run a lot of workshops, and it's always I'm always interested in the process. You guys very thorough, and I'm probably surprised the amount we got through over the 2 days. It was really good.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Interesting. Was there in the workshop, and it's very interesting to get your opinion on this because as you said, you do run a lot of workshops yourself. Was there something that stood out for you that got a lot of value out of it, or?
The thoroughness of going through a process, and the guys really holding you accountable for each step and completing it correctly before we went on.
Gotcha.
Because sometimes you can go off track and you don't necessarily spend the time you need to on each section, and you guys were very good at keeping us on track.
Right, right. I was involved in a bit of your project and what you went through. But was there something, and I understand it was very solid from the very beginning, but was there something that changed going through this workshop in terms of the idea itself? Were there any adjustments?
Yeah, there was, because what it clarified, particularly when you look at minimal viable product, it clarified really what we had to focus on now, rather than wishful thinking, it'd be great to have this and that and the other. Really is what do we need to get this up and happening? And that was completely crystallized in the process. And for the part that you played in it too, Sam, looking at questioning the assumptions, because again we can dream of what might be in the end product, but it has to be tested, it has to be validated.
Right.
And that was a very good process.
Right. Well, you see, that's a very good point, because we have a lot of clients who are questioning or not sure whether to go through an RCW.
Mm-hmm.
They would say that, I have the idea, right? Why can't I just send the idea to someone and they will build it for me? What would be your message, or what would you say to someone that would have an approach like that?
Look, because I run workshops a lot, I understand the value of the separating the thinking from the doing. And when you're going through a planning exercise, you have to make sure that you make the mistakes in the planning and not in the doing, because it costs a lot more in the doing. And it'd be like building your own house without having proper architectural design. All of the design of your house is worked out by the architect at the time, the design issues, which is much better than after you've built a wall and realize it's in the wrong place. And it's the same with your workshop. Your workshop teases out that thinking ahead of any potential problems and keeps the focus on what you're trying to achieve.
So the project at the very beginning was a bit broader, and in your
Yes.
mind was a bit broader than what it is today. Is that true?
Yes, that's true.
Right.
Yeah.
And it has become a bit more focused.
It is a bit more focused because, again, when you're thinking about developing something, you do think of all the possibilities, but that would mean that you would have unlimited resources, maybe, or unlimited funding to produce something, and you don't necessarily have to, but you've got to get something that has to be produced at a reasonable cost for us anyway, to test the business, the model,
Right.
the app or whatever in the first place. Then you can build out from there. And what you guys do is really focus on what needs to be done, what's the minimum that needs to be done, and think about it in advance, so that for us, obviously, the cost at this stage can be minimized, and we save an awful lot of time as well to get that to market, to get it out there. But it would be crazy not to do something like this workshop and just simply go in and say, give us a costing, or let's just go and build an app. That just doesn't make sense to me.
To your point. To your point. Well, I can definitely say I very much enjoyed working on this project, and I look forward to the next step of down the road. And thank you very much for joining us today.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot.
Very welcome.
Thank you as well for joining us, and join us for the next testimonial. Thank you.